So today we have a very special guest from IFS, Ms. Oshadi Kaumada, who is Executive Employer Branding there. And we are privileged to have her here joining us today to share her insights on IFS and the career opportunities available for software engineering students. So with Ms. Kaumada's expertise, she will be providing us with an in-depth understanding of the various career paths within the company and what it takes to succeed in the software engineering industry. So over to you, Ms. Oshadi.
Hi, so thank you for the opportunity, and it's great to be a part of this. Just give me 1 second for me to share the screen. Yes, okay, cool. I hope everyone is not that tired. Let's see what we can give you as a company, as IFS, what we can give to you, and what sort of an experience you will be getting if you join IFS. To begin with, I'm Oshadi, as previously said, and I work in the HR team and I'm a part of the recruitment team. So if you have any questions at the end of the session on recruitment and what's the interview process and all that, if you have questions, do raise after the session is done. Yep. And I wonder, if you have heard about IFS previously, how have you known IFS? Can someone put in the chat how you have heard about IFS? Um, Before I dive into what IFS does and what we actually do with our customers and all that, can someone put chat? I don't know whether you can unmute, but then can I have few answers on who you have thought what IFS is as a company? It's interesting to see. Several of you have seen, and you have several of you have not heard about IFS. So okay, so thank you for the answers. So let's dive in and see who we are as a company, and maybe after the session is done, you can have more digging by yourself into what IFS is. So let's go back in the time and I'll tell you how we started as a company, how IFS started as a company. So we are right now an enterprise resource planning solution provider. We are solution is based on cloud. It's the main product of ours, but then we have several other products that we also support customers with. So everything that led to what IFS is today started in a tent. If you have heard about how other big software companies started, you might have heard that they started in a garage, or maybe at a friend's place, right? So for IFS, for us, it started in a tent. There were four Swedish undergraduates in 1983. They went for their summer internship, and they got in to a project with a nuclear power plant, and they wanted to go to the extra mile through whatever the solutions that they provided. So what they did was they put up a tent outside the nuclear power plant, and they stayed there with the customer. So that's how IFS started. And that philosophy, being closer to the customer and attending to the customers that we interact with, is very important to us as a company. So that's the philosophy that you will also be getting to introduce if you become a part of IFS one day. And that is one of the specialities that has helped us in the ERPO, enterprise resource planning industry, to be a leader there. um, and if we move on to from how we started from in 1983 to who we are today, this is IFS today. So we are a global company, which started in Sweden, and we currently have about 5,500 employees worldwide. And Sri Lanka is a significant part of it. I'll tell you why in the coming slides. And so our employees are from 25 countries, and we have our customers from over 50 plus countries. So basically, we have covered all the living continents of the world. We have customers living in all around the world. And we are on a target to hit 1 billion USD in revenue this year. And the last year revenue has been 820 euros in million, right? And I told you that we have a philosophy that we are very close to the customers. We are very serious about what the customer needs from us. So we are growing more than the average of the market growth rate, and you can see several other statistics about what IFS does today. And if I tell you about the part that Sri Lanka or the team in Sri Lanka plays in IFS, this is something that you would really be proud of if you ever get to work at IFS. So we have from the 5,500 employees in the global company, right? In all the countries from the world, we have close to 2,500 employees in Sri Lanka. So that is like the largest number of employees that we have from a country when we compare with the other countries that IFS is located in. And if you are a person who is very into technical things, not necessarily customer facing things, Sri Lanka has the biggest R&D arm of the company. So we have a huge employee count in our R&D team, and we have this IFS Academy, which is a knowledge hub for our company partners, customers, as well as the employees. So the IFS Academy team, who powers the globe, is also located in Sri Lanka, and we have the largest support team who support our customers in their day-to-day operations, also in Sri Lanka. So if you ever become a part of IFS in Sri Lanka, this is the opportunity that you have. We have members in all the teams, in all the layers. So this is something that we are really proud of as IFS. And currently, we are the second largest um, software employer in Sri Lanka. And we just celebrated our 25th anniversary on 25th February. So if you go to our social media pages, you will be able to find out the celebrations and the photos and all that, right? So these are several of the customers that you will get to interact with if you ever become a part of IFS. So I know you might know most of these logos, right? You have Panasonic, Pepsi, Motorola, and the next logo that is in the first row and fourth from the left is Three Gorges Dam, which is the world's largest hydroelectric power plant, which is located in China, right? And then we have Ericsson, Carlsberg, Yotun, which is also the world's largest paint manufacturer. If I tell you that they painted the world's tallest building, Burj Khalifa, you should not be surprised. So that's the scale of the customers that you will be interacting with if you become a part of IFS. And in the second row, you see Aston Martin. I'm sure you are a fan of it. Toyota, BMW, Volvo, Audi, and then Morgan Motors was only family-owned automobile um, company, right? They do handmade cars, and then Rolls-Royce. And in the third row, we have a sort of customers who are in the um, airlines industry. And then we have in the fourth row in the slides several customers, local customers. And Akbar Brothers, if you have heard of it. So Sri Lanka is famous for tea, right? So this is one of the leading companies in the world in terms of the market share that they have for tea, and one of the largest tea exporters from Sri Lanka. And Silver Mill is family-owned business who deal with coconut-based products. And then you have Dankatua, Bera, Sunshine, and then the logo of DSI. You know what it is known for. So those are several of the local customers that we have. So if you be a part of IFS, these will be the scale of customers that you will be dealing with. There are certain local customers, but most of the customers are from other countries. Yeah. And let me talk a bit about the values that we have inside IFS. So this is the culture that you will be getting introduced to if you become a part of IFS. The first value that we have is being agile. So you being a software engineer student, I'm sure you are familiar with the concept of agility or agile development, right? So as a company who do products for their customers in the IT industry, it's important for us to be agile and to be flexible, to be fast in whatever we do. So that's one of the core values of ours. And then being collaborative, being an organization of more than 5,000 people, and then having a large set of customers, more than 10,000 customers, it's very important for us to be collaborative and to have synergy with different teams within the company. As I told you before, if you are really into tech stuff, if you really want to get engaged with how to build this product that we have at IFS, you will be working in the R&D team, right? And if you want to, like, we customize our product for each of our customers. So if you want to get involved in customization part of it, if you want to be more client facing, you will be in the consulting team. And if you want to be a part of the support for day-to-day operations of the customers, then you will be a part of support team. So these teams are like the big sub organizations within IFS that we work with, and it's really important that we have a good um, connection with each other, with each team, to make sure that the customers that we have, we provide value to them, right? And another part of IFS is that we have partners and we have customers. So even the partners that we have, even the employees that we have, there are platforms there where we foster collaboration. So for an example, if there's a customer issue, that if the customer wants to know whether someone else, maybe a different customer or a partner, went through a similar type of an issue, there are platforms that they can raise it and they can get sort of faster communication through someone who already went through it. So we really foster that collaboration within IFS, and it is a part of the teams as well as the ecosystem that we have. And the next value is being trustworthy. So even if you join as an intern, regardless of your title at IFS, you will be trusted with the responsibilities. And it's really important for us, since we value being close to the customer, fulfilling our customer promises. It's important for us to be trustworthy and to walk the talk that we have. Yeah, so that's about the quality of being trustworthy. So this is our DNA. If you become a part of IFS, these are the values that will be promoted within the company, and you will be a part of our core values as well. You will be getting to live and breathe our DNA. So I know you have been waiting for this part, like, right, what is there for you if you join IFS? So you as a young student or an undergraduate, the first thing is the positive culture. So the people, I told you that we are really collaborative. People are really supportive there. Even when I joined IFS, I wondered from where all these people came to this organization, because believe me, they are very, very supportive. And the next benefit that you will gain out of joining IFS is the global exposure. I told you that we are based in as employees from 25 countries, but then our customers are also from different areas of the world. So since we are an integral part of the company, we are not like outsourced, right? You will get to deal with a lot of people from different cultures and backgrounds, which will help you to mold your career and to be really understanding about the other people who are coming from different parts of the world. And the next point is the ability to change the world. I told you the scale of the customers that we have. So you will be a part of the live projects that we have. You will not be given just the small things to do. You will be guided and you will be trained to become someone who can fit a permanent role as well, right? So if even if it's an intern role that you will be getting, regardless of that, you have the ability to change the world. You will be given live projects. So one of the things that IFS does is its diversity. So even if you are a fresh graduate that might be joining the company, your ideas, if you have something that you want to see happening, if there's a new idea that you want to bring in, the culture is there to allow you to carry it forward, to take the lead. And the next point that I have for you is the commitment of sustainability. Just like this session that we do, we go and do a lot of other knowledge sharing sessions to universities in the way of giving back to the society. And we also have one CSR day for each employee. So per year, you will be getting a leave dedicated to CSR, where you will go and help your own community to empower them. And we have our IFS Foundation in Sri Lanka, who are working on bringing sustainable livelihood to a village in Sri Lanka. Um, if you have heard of it, that's Velu Sumanapura. So if you go and check IFS Foundation work, you'll get to see how we support this village to make sure that they have a sustainable livelihood going forward in the future without us supporting them constantly. And then most important part for you as a fresh graduate is the career development. Within IFS, I told you that we have an academy, right, which you can utilize to develop your soft skills. And if you want any technical side of development that will require you to fulfill your job role, then the IFS Academy team will step in and help you. And the trainings will be there guaranteed. And something that I have seen at IFS is that it's not just you become intern, then you become a software engineer in R&D, and then you become a senior software engineer. It's not like that, not always vertical development that you have. But let's say you become a software engineer in the R&D team, but then you feel like you want to explore how it is like to work in the global consulting team, who are more customer facing. So then you can talk with your manager and shift to a different team, which is the same role like as a software engineer, but in the same in a different team. So that linear development is also there. Since it's a large enterprise, there are a lot of opportunities that you might get that you might not get in a company that is relatively smaller in size, where you are able to explore your potential and work in different areas, if that is what you are going for. Yeah, so those are several things that you will get to experience if you become a part of IFS, if you are looking at IFS as a potential workplace or a company to work. And moving on, how you can connect with us. So we are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook and YouTube, we are on Twitter as well. But for the most part of it, for the events that we do, that you can connect with us, we will be updating on LinkedIn as well as Facebook. So for on Facebook, we have IFS Sri Lanka Facebook page dedicated separately for the things that are going in with IFS Sri Lanka operation, so you can connect with us there and get updated on the touch points that you can have to connect with IFS, and maybe it's to become a winner. Like we've had several events last year where we saw university students becoming the winners of several contests that we had. So maybe that's something you can look at, and a few of them got opportunities to work at IFS as well. So go check it out. And I know you are wondering how to join IFS, right? What are the available roles that we have? So this is the link that we have for our career page, ifs.com about careers at IFS. So go to this link and check it out. Just check whether there are any open roles that you think you might fit. You can apply through the career portal, or if Narmada or someone from the academic staff can do it, if you can collect the CVs of the students and give it a share with us, we can share it with our teams to see whether the students fit any roles that are currently open and absorb through that as well. So that's also a possibility. But in case at any point, if you want to check on the open roles, you can go to this link and see what are the available roles that are there. Yes, I think it's all that I want to share with you guys today. And thank you so much for inviting us. And I hope you get to have the very best out of your experience at Java Institute, and that you get to join IFS one day.